Hi everyone, this is Sheena from Sheena and Designs, and this will be my first video. I just want to go ahead and introduce myself and talk about some of the applications I like to use in my Cricut business. I'll go ahead and jump in now. I've only been doing Cricut things for about 2 months now, but I really enjoy it and I've learned a lot, and I'd like to share all those things with my viewers out there. So the first app I'm going to go ahead and go over with you is pretty basic. It is the Cricut Design Space. It comes with your Cricut. Now it's pretty easy to use. I'm not going to go ahead and show how to use these applications in this video. I'm just going to show which applications I like to use. My future videos will go over each individual application a little more thoroughly. So other than the Cricut Design Space, another app I like to use is this one right here. This is called Inkscape. It's another free application. You do need to download this to your computer, but I use this app to create my SVG files. Those are the kind of files that you import into Cricut Design Space. I also use it to convert files that I find that maybe in another format, such as JPEG or PNG, and many, many others. Okay, another app I like to use is actually, I don't use this one particularly. This is Character Map. It comes on Windows-based computers. You'll use this to find the little flourishes that are in some of the fonts, such as the Samantha italic that you see here that's highlighted. But I don't prefer to use that one because, as you can see, they're very, very small, and sometimes it can be very hard to see what exactly you're clicking on. So what I like to use instead is this one here. This one here is called Babel Map, and as you can see, it's a lot bigger. Well, no, maybe not a lot bigger, but it's bigger. But even better than visually being bigger here, if you right click it, it gives you an even bigger view of each individual character. So that really, I think, is a lot better. So that's why I don't use this one here, Character Map. I stick with Babel Map. Now, Babel Map doesn't come preloaded on your computer. You do have to download it, but it again is free. So you can go ahead and find that online. I'll go ahead and put links in the description on that. And finally here, we have wordmarket.it. It's not an app, it's just a website. Now, I will show how to use this one in this video because it's very simple. What this basically does is it has a box here, and you can type anything you want in the box there, like, hi there, exclamation mark. And then what you do is you click on this button here to load your font, and it's going to pull up all the fonts that you have installed on your computer. Now, you have a lot of fonts pre-installed onto your computer, but you can get a lot more. I'll go ahead and go over that in a moment. But as you can see here, you can go ahead and scroll through and see how you like the fonts. Now, the great thing about this is the Cricut Design Space is really slow at loading the fonts. Hopefully, we'll get the new design space soon so that we don't have that issue anymore. But for the time being, this is a lifesaver because you can go ahead and look through and find, oh, hey, I kind of like that one. Or maybe, ooh, I really like that one. And once you've selected a few and you want to narrow it down, you just go ahead and click on this filter selected button here, and it'll just show you the ones that you've clicked on. And then if you want to narrow it down further, you just click the little X for remove until you have one you like. It's got the name of the font down here, so you know what to look up on your Cricut Design Space. Or if you just want to do it quickly and then create your SVG file in Inkscape. Now, I prefer to do that with most fonts because with the Cricut Design Space, certain fonts tend to be spaced out and not laid out how they're intended to be. And with the Inkscape, it kind of puts it where it's supposed to be. Now, if you don't mind having to move things around a bit, then you can just jump right into Cricut Design Space and do that. But I prefer to use Inkscape. Now, as far as fonts go, there are a lot of resources, but my favorite is defont.com. Now, you can just scroll through, click on any old font. Let's find one that I don't have, for example. So you go ahead and download it to your zip drive. and open it up. And then this one has a few, but I'm just going to go ahead and install one and show you how the process goes. You just double click it, click install. It'll take a moment and then that's it. You're installed. Pretty simple. Now this is for Windows, so it may be a little different for Mac. Now, the thing you want to pay attention to here is if you look in the right-hand corner on all of these, see how it says free for personal use? You're totally fine using that font. If you want to create some projects for just yourself, not a problem. Now, if you want to use something to sell, I really recommend not using those ones because they may come after you for licensing issues. Some of these, if you click on them, you may be able to find some information on how to obtain a commercial license. Like right here, it gives you information how to obtain that commercial license. But there are some fonts on here that will say I think it's 100% free, something along those lines in that corner. And those are fine to use for commercial use. Or you can use other websites to purchase fonts that come with a commercial license. Or, like I said before, just look into the font and sometimes it'll give you information for the commercial use. So those are basically the only apps I really use other than a couple other small things that are pretty basic. They I don't really need to explain here, but I did want to go ahead and give that little introduction. Please check out the links in the description, and I hope this helps you a little bit getting started on your journey with your Cricut.